couple of questions for the group. You guys can answer this as well. Let me get my handy notebook out.
Oh.
It's getting serious.
It's official.
It's official when you got a notebook.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen and everybody around the world. First question I have, and I guess we'll start here.
Oh, don't start with me.
Don't
Start with Peter. He's the most.
Okay, we'll start with Peter.
He's the best.
Go around here, me
Okay,
last,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
since I'm the one asking the questions.
Okay.
What is your most memorable BTS moment since you've been a fan?
It seems so simple, but I just remember it less like I was like, oh, y'all remember that? I forgot the song, but it's the choreography where like one of them takes their hat off and they throw, and the other guy like catches.
We are Bulletproof Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why that
First
left
time I
such
saw
an
that.
it left such an it's simple, right? It's probably not one of their like biggest moments, but to me like it was just like I'm watching, I'm saying like
Yeah,
what, like
did I see that?
and I just remember things like that, so
Choreography is
yeah,
on a different
that's
level.
That was very impressive. What was your most memorable moment?
So, my most memorable, and it's not all 7 members, but the vocal line, the
Okay.
performance where they do Dimple. Look, and I was like, I was feeling the vibe. I had never heard Dimple before. I was feeling the song, but then when Jimmy came out with that legendary, I would never be able to do it. When he came out with that legendary body roll, that's the moment I fell in love with Jim, and I was like, that's my guy. I was like, I don't know what the hell he just did and how the hell he did that, but that's my guy, 100%. Because I was like, that was just
He's
a
like,
that's
that's
level.
my man.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
but it was really that whole performance, the whole Dimple performance. It was just even though it's just with the vocal line, it was one of those again iconic moment, the iconic body roll. It sucked me in. I was like,
Same
got
here.
to.
Hey, admit it. You feel the same way.
Yeah.
Tell the truth and shame the devil today. Go ahead and admit it. Yeah,
I think
bro.
that's called the Jimin effect, right?
It is. That was the moment where I was like, oh, well, no Jimin out.
Yeah.
That's where he's like, my heart skipped a beat.
I'm not gonna lie, that's the one I was gonna say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that whole little sequence.
Pick another.
But
It's taken.
we're gonna go with another one. The breakdown of On. The choreography, the breakdown of
Okay.
that.
Okay.
When the band
Yes.
hit.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like that
That's
was
crazy.
amazing.
We all know like the
That was
moment.
one of the first performances that we'd actually watched from them, and I was just like, oh my god! Like not only the song, but then just the choreography, how hard they hit everything, and how intense everything was.
I say till this day, I feel like On was the greatest comeback of all time.
Yeah.
Was the
I-
greatest
I
comeback
had to
of
say
all
so.
time. When that dropped, bro, it was just like, yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
I like nobody. What comeback after this? Like, are you serious? Oh, you got to come back? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, but
That
it's
was
not.
that was our first comeback, right? Our first official comeback
Yes.
that we've been a part of. Yeah.
Yes.
So I see. It was epic, absolutely.
Yeah, it was.
But also, it has that sentimental value.
Yeah,
because it was
yeah,
our
it
first
does.
comeback.
It does.
Yep.
For me, it's two. It's a tie.
I want to tell you guys a secret that's no longer going to be a secret after today. He always does this.
Oh.
He can never pick one.
That's
like
like
me.
we're sitting next to each other.
Yeah. He can never.
He's like that too. I'm like that. It's okay.
Go ahead, brother.
Oh, well, RM, man.
It's answer part A and then part B.
Answer
So
A
one
and B.
answer.
RM persona, man. Like that's for me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not ever gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not ever gonna
Yeah.
forget that moment like that.
Yeah.
That's
I know
literally.
that meant a lot.
It
to
does.
that
It made me
persona,
pick
yeah.
back up the pen.
Yeah.
It did.
It made me say that.
It
like,
really did.
man,
No cap.
Come on, bro. Like, look at this guy. Look at. And then I didn't even see the video. I didn't even know he had a video at the time. He was performing it on one of those award shows. I thought was one of their mini concerts.
Yeah.
You know, because I was
Yeah.
like, what award show allow people to be on stage for 30 minutes?
This is
That
a
don't make
concert.
sense.
Yeah,
right.
This is a
You know?
BTS concert.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as you know, just being introduced,
Mhm.
and then another great moment, always gonna be Idol.
Yeah.
Seeing
Yeah.
them perform
Idol's so
Idol,
great.
because
Wait, hold on.
I don't-
You're on C now.
no,
No,
it's still part
I
A.
says Persona, RM, and then Idol.
You were agreeing with On. That's what that was?
Yeah.
I was agreeing with On.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I just call
For
that
the
the
record-
greatest comeback of all time.
For the record.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, for the record,
Stenographer?
that's the greatest comeback of all time.
Stenographer.
Okay. For the record.
We just need you to sign something before you do it.
Sign something before you proceed.
But now, like Idol, man, like,
Yeah.
because that's another thing. I didn't even know they had a video for that. I didn't look at the video for Idol until like maybe a year later. because we saw a live performance.
Yeah.
Right.
And
okay.
the video for Idol's one with the tigers and all the crazy
It's
colors.
nice, bro.
Idol, the video for Idol for me, I was like, what is this? Like my mind couldn't comprehend everything that was happening. I'm like, because it was early in the game for us, so we weren't used to K-pop visuals.
Oh yeah.
And so when we saw Idol, I'm like, I'm gonna have to watch this like 3 times to take in everything.
Early on, we were really dry, so we were like, "What's going on?" And we weren't reacting. We weren't pausing. We weren't reacting. We're just like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool." Wait, hold on. Go back. What did he say? We have to like read this afterwards. Like it was like a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but Idol's
Mind blowing experience.
Yeah.
You didn't know what to do. Your brain couldn't process it, like you said.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't tell you how many times I've watched BTS through their discography and again discovering it only in about a year and a half. How many times I've said, "Oh, they just took that shit to the next level."
Yeah.
Like that's next level. Like
Yeah.
almost every time a new visual, I'm like,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
That's our BTS.
I got to.
You got to.
Okay.
It's allowed. It's allowed. It's
so,
fair.
So
It's fair.
performance-wise, it'd be Danger. I was like, that's it. There was like
Yeah.
not an aggression, but like there was like an intensity to Danger that like lured me in.
I feel you.
And
Yeah.
Because Danger.
Danger. So that's the one where it's like, all right, I'm sold. I'm bought in.
That's what's up.
Yeah. But
That's
then
what's
like
up.
a personal one, watching Rise of Bangtan.
Okay.
And like all the hate that they were getting at that point, I was like, you leave him alone.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
stop that.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I already felt like really attached to him, so I was like, at that point, I was like, I don't appreciate what other people
It
are
was
saying.
personal.
Yeah,
It was personal. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah.
Because now they're like a huge part of our life.
Right.
Like, they don't know it. Maybe.
And
Right.
and
Right.
it's
I don't
a-
know.
right?
Yeah, I don't know,
we
bro.
watched a lot of those in succession, so we saw like over the years and years that they got hate, and all of Army experienced that in real time. We got it all kind of at once, and we're like,
Yeah.
We were mad for no
I was
reason.
hella mad. Like, even though this was years ago, I was so mad.
We was too.
It's
We
like,
was too.
We was in the
Yeah,
corner
we was.
shadow
Yeah,
box
we
and we were
was.
like, let them
Yeah,
say
we
something.
was.
Let them
It's
say
like we
something.
didn't know.
It was
They
personal.
so loved now.
It was
We
personal.
acting-
You know what I'm saying? And like,
we wasn't acting, but
like, and we the three of us have grown quite a bit
Yeah.
as we, went through adolescence, young adults, into adulthood. But back in the day, you messed with me and mine.
Oh, yeah.
We was gonna see you. So at that point, we felt like BTS was me and mine.
Yep.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, of course we was out of that adolescent stage of we about to go hit the streets. But inside,
Yeah.
it was that anger, that first emotion, that feeling
It
was
was hard
anger.
watching
It was offense.
It was
You know what I'm
hard
saying?
watching
Because these is our brothers.
It
You know what I'm
makes you,
saying?
it makes
That's
you
how we
feel,
felt.
It makes you feel young again. You're like, all right.
Get the table.
But for you,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my turn. So I would have to say my most memorable BTS moment was going to our first concert. Yes, that one right there.
I saw that video of y'all's.
There's been a lot of moments that have been my memorable moment, but that concert topped it off for me. Because for one thing, there was nothing like the energy of being in the same room as BTS first and foremost. Okay, we were breathing the same air as them. Secondly, being in the same room with like-minded individuals in Army. You know what I'm saying? Because we live in a world where, especially over here in the West, where K-pop isn't really like accepted like that. So you don't really know too many people in your real life. At least I don't. That love this type of music and appreciate it, and you can relate to people on that level. So being in an environment where everybody was pretty much on the same page and stuff and just feeding off of each other's energy with BTS there at the same time, that was a monumental experience for me. And then also during that time, I was really in my emotions because my mom has recently passed away. You know what I'm saying? And I was in a place where I felt like I didn't deserve to be happy. And I felt kind of guilty with being happy at that concert because my mom wasn't in the world anymore. But through that experience, I received a lot of reconciliation and therapy within myself that it's okay for me, to be happy even though she's not in this world. You feel what I'm saying? So it was just a lot of things going on for me in that concert, and that's why that concert is to this day my most memorable experience, bro. And I think the only one that's gonna trump that is maybe 2025 when they get back together or whenever they do another concert. Maybe that one would trump it, but for right now it's that one, bro.